The Roman and Sassanid empires experienced a protracted history of conflict, further inflamed by the emergence of new powers. This rivalry spurred significant territorial shifts, particularly as the Sassanids took advantage of internal discord within the Eastern Roman Empire to initiate warfare. In the Arabian Peninsula, a rich tapestry of religions existed long before Islam, including traditional paganism, Judaism, and Zoroastrianism. Among these diverse faiths, the Quraysh tribe emerged as a pivotal force in shaping both the economic and religious landscape of Mecca. Muhammad's formative years as a merchant enabled him to engage with various religious communities, which profoundly influenced his teachings. His migration to Medina represented a watershed moment, significantly bolstering the strength and political clout of the Muslim community. The death of King Kivr and the subsequent ascendance of his young son, Ardeshir III, underscored the underlying power struggles within the Sassanid Empire. This transition exacerbated the existing tensions among rival factions seeking to assert dominance. The assassination of key leaders amid the civil war exemplified the chaos that engulfed the Sassanid Empire. Such turmoil provided openings for external forces, like the Caliphate, to exploit the empire's weakened state. Khalid ibn al-Walid's strategic military maneuvers highlighted the critical role of mobility in warfare. This tactical advantage starkly contrasted with the Sassanid forces, known for their heavy armor, ultimately leading to decisive victories for the Caliphate. Khalid's forces, benefiting from adequate rest, effectively charged against the Sassanid infantry, emphasizing the impact of troop condition on battle outcomes. Their agility allowed them to exploit vulnerabilities in the enemy's formation. The onset of battle featured a traditional duel between commanders, reflecting the cultural significance of personal combat in influencing troop morale. This practice was deeply ingrained in the combat traditions of both the Arab and Sassanid warriors. The retreat of the Sassanid army descended into disarray and panic, which Khalid adeptly exploited to inflict heavier casualties. This incident underscores how leadership losses can profoundly affect battlefield performance. Khalid's strategy incorporated engaging local scouts for intelligence, granting him crucial insights into enemy movements. This strategic benefit enabled him to orchestrate effective surprise attacks. The Sassanid army underestimated Khalid's forces, mistakenly believing that sheer numbers would ensure victory. This miscalculation proved pivotal in their eventual defeat on the battlefield. In the aftermath of the battle, Khalid established control over critical regions, negotiating with local populations for tax payments. This approach laid a solid foundation for future Muslim governance. Khalid's unexpected decision to attack Anbar caught his adversaries off guard, culminating in a swift victory. This move exemplified his adeptness at exploiting enemy weaknesses. The engagement with Christian Arab forces further illustrated Khalid's tactical brilliance. His army secured effortless victories, attributed to their meticulous planning and execution. Khalid's superior mobility enabled him to maintain effective control over the region, thwarting enemy consolidation. This critical aspect of his strategy was instrumental in establishing Caliphate dominance. Khalid's skillful detachment of forces facilitated a rear attack on the allies, causing significant losses for the opposing army. This maneuver effectively disrupted the cohesion of the allied forces. Following his victory, Khalid received directives from Caliph Abu Bakr to redirect his focus toward Syria, marking a shift in the Muslim military campaigns. This decision underscored the significance of strategic adaptability. Khalid's innovative deployment of camels for water storage during a perilous desert crossing showcased his resourcefulness in overcoming logistical challenges. This strategy was vital for the successful engagement with Roman forces. The Muslim commander's strategy involved surrounding Damascus with 20,000 soldiers, effectively blockading key access points and controlling supplies. This tactical positioning ultimately led to the city's starvation and eventual surrender. Despite facing initial setbacks, Khalid ibn al-Walid successfully repelled a Roman relief force at Eagle Pass, exemplifying the importance of swift decision-making in military operations. His effective tactics helped to sustain the siege. The fall of Damascus stunned the Byzantines, who had misjudged the Muslim offensive as mere raids rather than a full-scale invasion. This error marked a significant shift in the region's power dynamics. Umar's rise to caliph heralded the onset of administrative reforms aimed at centralizing military command, fundamentally altering the strategic dynamics of the conquests. These reforms were designed to fortify the caliphate's military capabilities. The Battle of Maraj highlighted Khalid's exceptional leadership and tactical acumen, enabling a smaller Muslim force to triumph over a larger Roman contingent. This victory was critical in solidifying Muslim control in the region. Khalid's subsequent demotion under Umar led to a shift in military strategy, characterized by a slower pace of campaigns. This change revealed the profound impact of leadership styles on military effectiveness throughout the conquests. Among the tactics employed by the Sassanid commander was the deployment of cavalry and elephants, aimed at exploiting the chaos within the Arab lines. This strategy proved effective, ultimately driving the Arab forces into retreat. Matheno's pivotal role in maintaining discipline during the frenzied retreat enabled many soldiers to escape, preserving thousands from a potential rout. His leadership was crucial in navigating the turmoil. In the aftermath of the battle, the Sassanids encountered a lull in hostilities, allowing for strategic recalibrations. This interlude offered them the opportunity to regroup and prepare for upcoming confrontations. Abu Ubaidah's retreat strategy proved essential as he sought to safeguard the Arab conquests against a numerically superior Byzantine army. This maneuver underscored the tactical significance of positioning in warfare. In preparation for battle, the Byzantine army engaged in extensive scouting and negotiation, indicating their intent to maneuver around the Muslim forces. However, their failure to predict the Arab retreat resulted in missed opportunities. Khalid ibn al-Walid's leadership during the battle emphasized the effectiveness of the Muslim cavalry and infantry formations. His capacity to adapt tactics during engagement played a pivotal role in securing victory. The first day of battle witnessed intense clashes between the Romans and the Byzantines, who eventually withdrew to their camps after a slow, uncoordinated assault. Roman light cavalry attempted night raids but failed to make a significant impact. The second day brought a Roman strategy aimed at tying up the Muslim center while launching attacks on the flanks, resulting in fierce yet inconclusive fighting, with both sides sustaining losses. The Muslims adeptly regrouped to counterattack. As the battle evolved, the Romans encountered increasing challenges from the Muslim cavalry and infantry, which adeptly adjusted to counter Roman maneuvers. This engagement became increasingly dynamic as both sides sought to exploit vulnerabilities. Khalid's tactical choices, including the strategic division of his cavalry to flank the Romans, were instrumental in shifting the battle's momentum. His flexibility proved crucial in navigating the complexities of the conflict. The heavy casualties endured by the Muslim forces underscored the battle's brutal nature, particularly during moments when the Romans gained an advantage. This reality reflects the harshness of warfare in that era. The aftermath of the battle resulted in a temporary disengagement by both factions, indicating a period of exhaustion and strategic reassessment. This pause permitted the Muslims to regroup for future engagements. Rostam, the Persian general, implemented a waiting strategy, suspecting a recurrence of the Islamic army's previous failures during river crossings. This decision exemplified the prevalent tactical mindset of the period. The Muslim forces found themselves engaged in a two-front war, necessitating strategic reinforcements following their campaign against the Romans. This complexity significantly intensified the pressure on their military operations. The Persian army, under Rostam's command, exhibited a multi-ethnic composition, uniting diverse units from across the Sassanid realm. This diversity reflected the rich cultural mosaic inherent in the empire's military framework. The innovative use of light troops from the Arabian Bani Tamim tribe proved effective against the Sassanid elephants, showcasing adaptability in warfare. These agile warriors disrupted enemy formations, bolstering the morale of the Muslim forces. The arrival of reinforcements from Syria and Dakakar Banana significantly uplifted the Muslim army's spirit, empowering them to launch a renewed offensive. This influx of support exemplified the vital role of reinforcements in combat.